What if I told you that chewing gum could get you fined, or that simply smiling could be required by law? Don't worry, I'm not suggesting we start enforcing those here, though let's be honest, a little enforced cheerfulness wouldn't hurt some of us. But seriously, across the globe there are ordinary things you probably do every day without a second thought, that are completely illegal somewhere else in the world. We're talking about casually spitting on the sidewalk, rude but also illegal in some places apparently, or jaywalking with the confidence of a gazelle that just doesn't give a damn about traffic laws. These aren't obscure rules buried in dusty law books, some are still enforced, and others come with consequences that can be shockingly severe. From harmless habits to basic freedoms, today we're uncovering 13 totally normal things that are illegal in different countries. And wait until you hear number 13, it's so absurd it barely sounds real. Buckle up, because things are about to get weird. First up, we're heading to Singapore, a nation known for its cleanliness, efficiency, and apparently its intense aversion to chewing gum. You see, in 1992, the Singaporean government decided enough was enough. They were fed up with gum vandals sticking their chewed wads on sidewalks, under bus seats, and even on sensors of those futuristic self-opening doors. Now, you might be thinking, okay, littering is bad, but banning gum entirely seems a bit extreme. And you wouldn't be alone. But the government argued that gum was a menace to public hygiene and cost a fortune to clean up. So, the ban was slapped on, and chewing gum became public enemy number one. Get caught spitting out your juicy fruit on the streets of Singapore? Boom! You're looking at a hefty fine, potentially thousands of dollars. And yes, the law is still in effect today. Though thankfully there are exceptions for things like nicotine gum or dental gum, because even Singapore recognizes that sometimes you just need a little something to freshen your breath. Our next stop takes us to North Korea, a nation known for its, well, let's just say its approach to personal freedoms is a bit more, shall we say, controlled. In North Korea, owning a Bible is not just frowned upon, it's considered a serious crime against the state. The government, under the Kim dynasty, promotes a strict ideology centered around the ruling family, leaving little room for any competing belief systems. Owning a Bible is seen as a direct challenge to this ideology, a symbol of Western influence that they're not too keen on. The consequences for possessing a Bible can be dire, ranging from imprisonment in one of North Korea's notoriously brutal labor camps to, in some cases, even execution. The government actively cracks down on any signs of religious activity, and the mere possession of a Bible can land you and your family in serious trouble. It's a stark reminder of the restrictions placed on freedom of religion in some parts of the world. Next, we're grooving over to Japan, a country known for its vibrant nightlife, karaoke bars, and, wait for it, a law that used to ban dancing after midnight. Yes, you heard that right. For over 60 years, a law dating back to the post-World War II era made it illegal to bust a move in public after the clock struck 12. The law, originally intended to curb prostitution and organized crime often associated with dance halls, seemed like a relic of the past, especially in a country known for its love of karaoke and late-night revelry. Thankfully, in 2016, after years of protests from dancers, musicians, and anyone who enjoys a good boogie, the law was finally revised. So, if you find yourself in Japan and the urge to dance strikes after midnight, go for it. Just maybe keep it to a respectful shuffle unless you're prepared to face the consequences, or at least some very confused stares. Hold on to your heart-shaped boxes, folks, because we're about to dive into a real head-scratcher. This time, we're jetting off to Saudi Arabia, where expressing your love for that special someone on Valentine's Day can land you in hot water. You see, in Saudi Arabia, celebrating Valentine's Day is strictly forbidden. The reason? Well, the government views Valentine's Day as a Western holiday that promotes immorality and goes against the country's strict Islamic values. So forget about romantic candlelit dinners, exchanging chocolates, or whispering sweet nothings, at least publicly. The ban is taken quite seriously, with religious police patrolling the streets to enforce it. Shops are prohibited from selling Valentine's Day-related items, and any public displays of affection are a big no-no. It's a stark reminder of the cultural differences and religious sensitivities that exist around the world. Next up, we're heading to the enchanting canals of Venice, Italy, a city known for its romantic gondola rides, stunning architecture, and a surprising disdain for feeding pigeons. Yes, you heard that right. In Venice, tossing a few breadcrumbs to those feathered fiends can land you with a hefty fine. Now, you might be wondering why a city seemingly overrun by pigeons would want to discourage feeding them. Well, it turns out those pigeons were causing quite a mess. We're talking about statues covered in droppings, historical buildings slowly being eroded by acidic pigeon poop, and tourists getting dive-bombed for their gelato. So in 2008, the city decided to take action, banning the sale of birdseed and imposing fines on anyone caught feeding the pigeons. The goal? To control the pigeon population and protect Venice's architectural treasures. So if you're ever in Venice and the urge to befriend a pigeon strikes, maybe just admire them from afar. Hold on to your wallets, folks, because we're about to venture into the realm of monetary mishaps. This time we're heading to Thailand, a country known for its stunning beaches, delicious food, and an intense respect for its currency. In Thailand, stepping on money is a big no-no. Now you might be thinking, isn't that a bit extreme? But in Thai culture, the king's image is sacred, and defacing it in any way is considered a serious offense. Since the king's image graces every Thai banknote, stepping on money is seen as a sign of disrespect not only to the monarchy but also to the entire nation. While it's unlikely you'll be arrested for accidentally brushing your foot against a stray baht, intentionally stepping on or defacing Thai currency can land you in hot water with the law. So, next time you're in Thailand, be mindful of where you step, especially if you've got some baht burning a hole in your pocket. Okay, buckle up because this one's a real head-scratcher. We're talking about Western Australia and their interesting relationship with potatoes. You see, for over 70 years, Western Australia had a law that would make any potato lover weep. You could be fined for possessing more than 50 kilograms of potatoes at once. Now before you start picturing potato police raiding homes and confiscating spuds, let's dig into the history of this bizarre law. Back in the 1940s, the potato industry in Western Australia was a bit of a mess. There was a potato marketing board with, shall we say, a bit too much power. They wanted to control the supply and price of potatoes, and what better way to do that than by limiting how many spuds people could have. Thankfully, in 2011, after years of ridicule and pressure from, well, everyone who enjoys a good potato, the law was finally overturned. So, rejoice, Western Australians. You can now freely hoard potatoes without fear of reprisal. Picture this. Pristine beaches, crystal clear waters, luxurious overwater bungalows. It's the Maldives, a dream destination for many. But beneath the surface of this paradise lies a stricter side. In the Maldives, a country with a 100% Muslim population practicing any religion other than Islam publicly is strictly prohibited. The Maldivian constitution mandates that Islam is the official religion, and the government has implemented laws to uphold this. While private practice of other religions is somewhat tolerated, any public displays of non-Islamic faith are strictly forbidden. This means no public prayer gatherings, religious symbols, or attempts to convert others to a different faith. The consequences for violating these laws can be severe, including imprisonment and deportation. It's a stark reminder that religious freedom is not a universal right, and that even in paradise, there are limits to personal expression. Hold on to your cats, folks, because we're about to dive into a law that's both heartwarming and slightly bizarre. This time, we're whisking away to Denmark, a country known for its cozy hygge vibes, delicious pastries, and a legal requirement to check under your car for cats before driving off. Yes, you heard that right. In Denmark, it's not just good manners to check for furry friends seeking warmth under your car. It's the law. This quirky law stems from the Danish love of cats and their concern for animal welfare. During colder months, cats often seek warmth under car hoods, putting them at risk of serious injury when the engine starts. While there might not be dedicated cat-checking police officers roaming the streets, hitting a cat due to negligence could result in fines or even animal cruelty charges. So, next time you're in Denmark, take a moment to check under your car. You might just save a feline life and avoid a hefty fine. Chapter 10. The Philippines, where till death do us part, is taken very, very seriously. Love is in the air, except in the Philippines, where untying the knot can feel like untangling a Gordian knot made of legal red tape and religious restrictions. You see, the Philippines is one of only 2 countries in the world, the other being the Vatican City, where divorce is not legally recognized. Now, before you start picturing couples chained together for eternity, there is a way out: annulment. But getting an annulment in the Philippines is a long, complicated, and expensive process. It requires proving that the marriage was invalid from the start, which, let's be honest, is a pretty high bar to clear. This restriction on divorce is largely due to the influence of the Catholic Church in the Philippines, where a significant portion of the population is Catholic. While there have been attempts to legalize divorce, it remains a hotly debated topic. So, if you're planning on getting hitched in the Philippines, choose your partner wisely, because till death do us part might be the only option on the table. Chapter 11. Get ready to flush your late-night bathroom breaks goodbye as we journey to Switzerland, a land known for its breathtaking Alps delicious chocolate and a surprising aversion to noise pollution, especially when it comes to flushing toilets after 10 p.m. Yes, you heard that right. In Switzerland, some apartment buildings have strict noise regulations that prohibit flushing toilets after a certain hour, typically 10 p.m. These regulations are all about respecting your neighbors and ensuring a peaceful night's sleep for everyone. While the exact rules might vary depending on the building or municipality, the general idea is to keep noise levels down during nighttime hours. So, if you find yourself in Switzerland and nature calls after 10 p.m., you might want to hold it in, find a more discreet bathroom, or risk the wrath of your noise-sensitive Swiss neighbors. Chapter 12. Hold on to your swear jars, folks, because we're about to delve into the surprisingly strict world of park etiquette. This time, we're heading to Ontario, Canada, a province known for its stunning natural beauty, friendly locals, and a surprising aversion to foul language in public parks. You see, in Ontario, letting a few choice words slip out while enjoying a leisurely stroll through the park could land you with a hefty fine. It turns out, swearing in public parks falls under the category of disorderly conduct, and is subject to municipal bylaws that vary depending on the city or town. While the exact amount of the fine might differ, the message is clear: keep it clean while enjoying Ontario's beautiful parks. So next time you're strolling through a park in Ontario, remember to mind your P's and Q's, or at least keep your more colorful vocabulary in check. Chapter 13. And now, for the grand finale, we're heading back to Italy, but this time, we're talking about a law that's so bizarre it sounds like it was cooked up in a Monty Python sketch. Get ready to smile, because in Milan, Italy, there was once a law that required citizens to smile, almost all the time. Yes, you heard that right. This law, dating back to the 19th century, mandated that Milanese citizens had to maintain a cheerful expression in public, except during funerals or hospital visits. The reason? Well, apparently some people back then thought that frowning made the city look bad. Now, before you start picturing smile police roaming the streets measuring the curvature of people's lips, it's important to note that this law is no longer enforced. It's considered a humorous relic of the past, a reminder that sometimes even the most well-intentioned laws can be utterly absurd. If you made it this far, now you know, the world is full of unexpected rules. Some are meant to protect cultural heritage, others aim for peace and quiet, apparently even toilets need their beauty sleep. And some just seem to defy all logic. What's legal in your country might be shocking elsewhere, so before you travel, do your homework. You don't want to end up on the wrong side of the law for accidentally stepping on a banknote or offering a friendly pigeon a French fry. And now I want to know, which of these laws surprised you the most? Or do you know an even weirder one? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next video.